Hi guys, my name's Nick Schneider. I'm here to present to you guys my system change for Google Docs. So let's get into it. So as many of you guys probably know, Google Docs is the free office suite from Google. Allows you to collaborate with other users and all completely free in your browser, no special software required. So it beats out many of the competitors such as like Microsoft Office, and has usually more fully featured than other free competitors such as LibreOffice, and it's all in your web browser. So, but currently for students, there's kind of a big problem with Google Docs in that citing sources at the end with a works cited page or something similar for your style guide is kind of a long, laborious process that is not really easy no matter how you slice it. Currently you have to go to a scholarly source, find the info about that source, take that and format it into the specified document style, such as MLA, APA. All that takes so much work, a lot of clicks, and a lot of editing the document using the Google Docs editor. And it's been this way since Google Docs released in 2012 to the public. So kind of looking for something different, hopefully bring Google Docs into the more modern world. My solution for that is to be the citation menu. And so the citation menu will just be a little menu like in the tools menu bar, so in the Google Docs editor right now, that will pop up and have a little box that you can either put in the URL for the document that you have, or the website to the document you have, or you could also just manually input the data and then select your style at the end, such as APA, MLA. A lot of benefits to this, such as saving time, allowing for more time on research rather than having to spend boring time on making sure your sources look good, nice and in proper text and sorted. Also, more time in the Google ecosystem, so it allows for more data analysis and more time to get and see trends for users and deliver them ads and content that is more relevant to them. Also, better grades because they'll lose less points on silly errors such as like citing points instead of on the quality of work. So here's a little mock-up of how I think how it's supposed to look. There's going to be two modes, I guess, an autofill mode and a manual entry mode, where you can either put in the URL, like I said before, and it will automatically take all the source info for you and get it and spit it out in your preferred citation style, or you could manually enter it, as I'll show in the next slide, and manually enter in each item. So you can enter in the title, contributors, website title, URL, publisher, and such that you need for your citations. So currently, Google Docs is the most used online word processor in the world. Has 800 million daily active users. And so a little comparison to that is Apple's iCloud, which has 782 million active users, but that's not just for its cloud, not for its document service. It's just everything, every iCloud. Whereas Docs has 800 million just on the document editor. And the market size for the productivity software that Google Docs is part of has an $82 billion amount of revenue each year. So to tackle this project, I wanted to hire a few people from Google that I thought had good credentials, such as Sebastian Gabriel, who's a UI designer for the Google Chrome team. He's the main guy that helped redesign Chrome a few years ago, made it look how it looks today, nice and material and flat. And also Anthony Mays, a UCI alum, but he also works at Google, and he is a software engineer. And he was more on the big data visualization for the executives and stakeholders at Google. So with them, we're going to take you into the budget and the schedule. So the hours that they are going to be working is probably 40 hours a week, typical 9 to 5. And I found some hourly rates on Glassdoor.com to fairly compensate them. So looking at the schedule in the next slide, we'll see, here's also some terms. But looking at the schedule in the next slide, we can see the different weeks of how the project will hopefully be developed. So first is going to be planning, design, construction. So the planning, not too rough, only have to like decide what it's going to look like. Design is actually designing what it's supposed to look like and supposed to do. Construction is to actually build the code. And then week 7 to 9, we're going to have the testing of the feature to the users, make sure they find it's all good, it's not getting them too clumsy, it's not too buggy. And then after that, get their feedback, implement it. And then once all that feedback has been implemented and gotten into the code, we are going to deploy it to the users and maintain it from there. So citing sources in academic papers has always been a chore in Google Docs, but with my menu, shouldn't be any longer. It'll be nice and simple to use, very easy to just grab the URL, plop it in, get all your sources how you're liking, and that's it. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Get high grades, don't need to stress about it. You can go to bed earlier, all good things. So thank you guys for watching my presentation. Hope you enjoyed.